Tonight's guest, Bill Belichick, Joe Flacco, Ed Reed, and Scott Hansen.
Artie, we got a heck of a ball game, Bucs-Ravens. As a reminder, Scott Hansen from the RedZone will be giving updates of the Cardinals-Chargers game going on as well. Then you and I are heading over to ESPN Plus at the conclusion of our game to watch the finale of the Chargers-Cardinals. But Eli, back to the Bucs-Ravens. What are your thoughts on this one?
Hey, this is our type of game because both these offenses, they just score points, they move the ball, they run the ball, they throw it, they play action. They're great on third down, so I'm hoping we see no punts. We see a lot of scoring, a lot of offense, a lot of creativity in some of these plays. The Ravens are obviously run the ball extremely well. The number one rushing attack, Derrick Henry and Lamar jump in there, and then the Bucs do a great job rushing it, but also run after catch. These receivers, they catch it, they make guys miss, so a lot of explosive plays. This should be a really good fun one for us. They talked to, just kind of this defense, and they said that, Rachaad White is their best receiving running back. I know you talked to Baker also and just kind of said it. Hey, he's probably their third down back. He knows the protection's the best, blocks the best, but also just receiving out of the backfield. He's missed the last few weeks with the injury, but I know they're excited to have him back, just have another weapon to throw the ball to, especially on 3rd and 2 and 3 right there.
Got him outside on a defensive end. I like that matchup. Running back being guarded by a defensive end, I'm in favor of that.
It's like a little check with me right here, Peyton.
Yeah, looks like they called 2 plays in the huddle a lot, Eli. Maybe a run to the right, canned with a run to the left, or a pass, canned with a run. If you don't like the first play, you throw it in the trash can. You throw the first play in the trash can. You say can. We're putting that in the trash can. We're going to the second play. It's not really an audible. It's calling 2 plays in the huddle. Baker's going to get into the best play.
Y'all used apple?
We said apple.
Alert?
We said a lot of people say alert. Some people say kill. We tried to be different in Indianapolis. We said apple. People didn't know what that meant. They thought I just liked fruit. And so I felt like it created some confusion for the defense.
You really think just saying apple created some confusion?
I did. I really did.
It's good to know.
What were you? You were a can guy?
We were an alert. We kind of called 2 plays. Hey, I ride 842 lead, alert, 146 max Y sail. If you saw the look, hey, alert. Same thing.
It's the advantage of huddling to call 2 plays, and Baker can handle it. This system has a lot of carryover from the last time he was with Liam Cohen in the Rams, Eli, so he knows the verbiage and the language. So he knows this system, and Liam Cohen actually kept a lot of the system from last year from Canales, who's now in Carolina. He kept a lot of the language in, so Baker can play fast, and you see that in the way he's playing this year.
All right. Jet sweep. That's nice.
How about that?
Nice.
How about canning to the jet sweep? It was probably like a quarterback sneak or a wedge up the middle. Baker saw the defense all piled in there. You see them all up right in the middle there. He canned to a jet sweep to the receiver. There's nobody out there. Watch him pin them all inside here. Pin them in there.
Nice.
That's the advantage of huddling. Eli, when you don't huddle, obviously you can't call 2 plays. That's when you have to audible. When you huddle, though, I like calling 2 plays in the huddle.
Peyton, I talked to Todd Bowles, the head coach of Tampa. He just said that Baker's is such a great leader. He's there every day. He encourages all the guys. There you go. There it is.
Let's go.
I told you, high scoring, no punts, go for it on 4th down. That's what we're into tonight.
If you don't double Mike Evans, they're going to throw it to him, okay? They actually do have him doubled on this play, and he still throws it to him, okay? It's cover 2, Eli. They kind of get a little stack formation. They get 2 guys kind of going at the safety. Mike kind of goes right there in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the motion right here. Mike kind of delays. It's kind of a double post shot, concept. Right? It's a hole throw. It's a hole throw. A little good patience by Mike, kind of letting that first guy get down the field to hold the safety, and now he gets in the hole. Nice throw by Baker. Here's the touchdown. Watch Shepard come in motion, Eli. He times it up with the snap count. He hits it on the run. He's running straight at the safety. He loves football. He's not getting the ball. Patience by Evans. They get on two different levels. It puts the safety in a bind. He loses track of Evans. The corner bites on the back in the flat. It's a hole throw by Baker. He drives it right in the hole. You see it right here. There's no chance Shepard's even getting the ball. He's just running right at the safety. And Mike is patient and finds the hole right there. Good design, the perfect coverage for that play. Can't defend the perfect play versus that cover two coverage right there. They had the perfect call at the perfect time. I know Coach Belichick won't like that, but me as a quarterback, I like that.
Let's bring in Coach Belichick right here. Coach, what's your Belichick list for this Bucs defense?
Well, number one thing, Eli, is tackling. You're going to have to do a good job of tackling on Henry and Lamar Jackson all game long. These guys really wear people out in the fourth quarter. No explosive plays. Make them drive it, get them into third down, and then win on third down. Looks like Rosengarten's going at right tackle.
Tackling Derrick Henry, it looks easy, Bill, on your checklist. It seems harder than that. How do you tackle him?
Gang tackle. Get a lot of people there. You can't rely on one guy. And if anybody can do it, the Bucs can. They do a good job. Did a good job against Detroit. This is a good front. Keep the ball inside. Keep Henry off the edge, where there's just too much space out there, like you got against Buffalo on that 87-yarder. Keep them out of the C gap and outside. Do what they did right there. Keep the ball in the tackle box.
3rd and 19. This is tough. They're so good on third down because they get so many 3rd and 5s to 1s, Eli, because they can run the ball. Lamar can run. 3rd and 19. I'm not sure quarterback draws the call right here, although all you need is about 9 yards to get in the field goal range.
Oh, look out.
That's not good.
This is the Ravens' biggest weak point is when they can't stay on track and they have to pass protect, whether it's blitz pickup or just getting beat like they did on that last one, where they got picked there between the tackle and the back. But here they're bringing two off the tight end side, and they just cut them loose. I mean, it's just bad protection.
Yeah, that should be picked up. The center should
they
have the
don't
Mike. The
anybody.
back should have Winfield. They didn't block either one of them.
Looked like the center kind of went for one, then went back, and he threw off the back. A lot of times the running back he's going to see where the center goes, and he'll take the other guy. The center can't go back and forth. Pick one, stay with it. If it's not the right one, running back will adjust.
When you watch film of Baker Mayfield, he is so impressive in the pocket, the way he moves in the pocket. He does drills to work on his pocket movement. I'm going to show you a couple of these drills. All right, Eli, I'm going to say set hut. You take your drop. I'm going to shuffle you through the bags. I'm going to send you back. I'll collar ball. Anytime I'm ready to throw, I want you to throw the ball. Here we go. Set hut. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Back, 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 back. Don't hit the bag. Don't look down. Back, back, back. Do not look down. Back. Ball, 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 ball. Throw it, throw it, throw it. Yeah. You see? Now we got defensive linemen coming at your feet, okay? I don't know if there'll be a dog on the field in the game tonight. Nice throw there by Baker.
Coming at my feet.
The point is, we can simulate these drills. You're shuffling in the pocket. You never look down. You never look at the defensive line. Your eyes are downfield the whole time. Watch Baker right here. Perfect example, right? He's shuffling. He finds his check down, and then you got to be able to throw with guys at your feet, guys about to hit you. Perfect example of Baker moving in the pocket. That was not very good by you. You hit the bag. You got sacked twice in that drill, but Baker's done a good job this year. Hey, Bill, talk about the Belichick list for this Ravens defense tonight.
I think the biggest issue for the Ravens is the Ravens. They gotta do a better job of tackling. That has to improve. They haven't tackled well. Stop the downhill runs, which they have been pretty solid on. They just can't let the Bucs get the running game going, and then be physical and not give up any big plays across the board, but especially to these two receivers. And that's what got him in trouble in the first drive. Mayfield stepped up in the pocket on the first play, and then they gave up a 25-yard touchdown to Evans into Tampa, which you should never give up that kind of a play into Tampa. The corner didn't carry Evans, and so they give up a big play. They're down 7-0. Yeah, as defensive coach, I'd like to see him have had a couple of those holding calls. That'd have been nice. He's playing against you guys. They just bear hugged us. Couldn't get a
Baker's
call.
He's got to be smart here. He wants the touchdown the worst way. They sent him back off.
Yeah, once he comes out there, they got to sub him.
Yeah.
I know you guys hate that rule, but you have to do it that way.
Wow. Defense busted. Two guys kind of went to the flat. The short intermediate middle hooks wide open. That was too easy.
Yeah, they brought some inside pressure, Peyton. Like you said, two guys rushing through the flat. Someone's got to be in that middle hook play. But good job by Lamar seeing it. Take the easy completion. They're dropping some defensive ends, some zone blitz right there.
Yeah, doesn't know where to go.
I mean, those defensive ends, Bill, there's no way they spend a ton of time on proper zone drops, right? I mean, it's just that's not what they're paid to do.
No, they had two big misses on that play. They missed Lamar in the backfield, and then that was a poor drop there, give an easy touchdown.
Peyton, hit us with that. Tell us Straight and Manning and tell us what happened on that touchdown.
Busted defense by the Bucs, Eli. They're bringing this linebacker. Okay, they're going to drop this defensive end. He should drop right here because you got this guy that's going to the flat. But instead, as you roll it, you'll see they blitz this linebacker. This guy drops out here. We already have somebody out there. Stay inside. Wide open to the tight end. Defensive end. Not exactly a linebacker. Doesn't spend a lot of time on proper zone drops. Bill, how do you kind of teach this guy what to do?
Well, if you do that, there's the risk that this is going to happen. Otherwise, you just give him one way to drop, and he always drops to the flat, and the safety drops inside. So he only has one drop to make. Right, these defensive ends aren't built for pass coverage, and there's an example right there where it looks good on paper, but you got to be able to execute it. For the most part, as you know, Peyton, dealing with us like McGinnis, Rabel, and those guys, for the most part, those guys always dropped outside to the flat. So there was really, never any problem for them. They could handle that.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. What Harbaugh wants to do is show Baker something before the snap, and all of a sudden when he turns his back, now the defense changes, right? Just a little confusion, so Baker can't throw off the rhythm off that fake. He can't fake and come up and throw a back shoulder to Mike Evans because maybe now it's covered two. But they're running the ball so well that Baker's not really having to deal with a lot of tough downs and distances, Eli. So he's pretty much dictating right now to the defense what he wants to do.
All right, let's bring in Scott Hansen for a little update on this other game. Scott, what's happening?
Peyton, Eli, Coach, great to be with you. Red Zone and Manning Cast together at last. I've got a Manning Cast red alert for you. The Cardinals and Chargers are underway. Opening kickoff just happened. Greg Dortch decided to bring it out, got up to about the 30-yard line. Average starting field position this year for NFL teams at the 29-yard line. We'll keep you posted. I'll be with you all throughout the game, keeping you posted on what's happening over on ESPN+.
Spread them out again, run it again, Bill. If they spread out and play cover four.
Right now, right there. Oh,
throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away.
Oh, no, Baker. Oh. Thought he had his check down early, Pate, right? He kind of quick game. He looked right. Just like to come back to White. I think it's White or...
Why are we throwing? All right, Scott Hansen, a little update. What do you got?
Yeah, guys, fifth play of the game between the Cardinals and the Chargers, and watch what we have here. The Cardinals are going to complete a pass. It's going to go downfield, then get intercepted by a big man, 6'2", 300-pound Tierre Tart, and then he loses the ball. It gets stripped away from him, and the Chargers lose the chance for the turnover. Good hustle play by the Cardinals. It's getting wild 5 plays into the game here, fellas. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, by James Conner. James Conner, that guy's a football dude now. That guy always plays hard. You can
Bill,
put him at linebacker.
I saw you guys do that against the Chargers in the 2006 AFC divisional round. Chargers intercepted. I think it's Troy Brown went and strips the guy, and y'all get the ball right back.
Yep, saved the game. Yeah, and then, of course, we came in there and blew it to you guys.
That's not where I was going. I was living in that moment.
No, it was a great play by Troy Brown. One of the great plays. What a great play. Many great plays that Troy Brown had. Yeah, but they intercepted it, and instead of going down, they got stripped, and that cost them.
Yeah, guys, 5th play of the game between the Cardinals and the Chargers, and watch what we have here. The Cardinals are going to complete a pass. It's going to go downfield, then get intercepted by a big man, 6'2", 300-pound Tierre Tart, and then he loses the ball. It gets stripped away from him, and the Chargers lose the chance for the turnover. Good hustle play by the Cardinals. It's getting wild 5 plays into the game here, fellas. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, by James Conner. James Conner, that guy's a football dude now. That guy always plays hard. You can put him at linebacker.
I saw you guys do that against the Chargers in the 2006 AFC divisional round. Chargers intercepted. I think it's Troy Brown went and strips the guy, and y'all get the ball right back.
Yep, saved the game. And then, of course, we came in there and blew it to you guys.
That's not where I was going. I was living in that moment.
No, it was a great play by Troy Brown. One of the great plays. What a great play. Many great plays that Troy Brown had. Yeah, but they intercepted it, and instead of going down, they got stripped, and that cost them.
It's hard for those defensive players to go down. I can tell you that much.
Yep, that's the check right there.
Take a shot.
Oh, my God.
Cut it back. Go.
That's Bateman.
Good block. Hey, if you blitz them, you got to tackle them. They had an automatic blitz versus empty right there. They got the perfect blitz. They got a free rusher. They got 6 guys up for 5 blockers. They're squeezing down. You see the right tackle. He squeezes down for this linebacker. Free rusher. You can't let him get outside.
No, it's terrible. That's a rookie. That's a rookie mistake. But, that's what we talked about in the opening. You got to tackle Jackson. You got to tackle Henry. You got to tackle these guys. You get them in practice and you tag off like, oh, we got them. Nope, not in the game. You got to get them on the ground. They're really hard to tackle.
Yeah, big swing right there. Obviously, got the interception.
That's 2 plays where they could have had him in the backfield for a big loss.
The interception, Humphrey was out of bounds. I mean, Baker lost sight of him because he's out of the field of play, and he comes back in and intercepts it. I mean, like I said, it's a forced throw by Baker. Watch Humphrey on the right. Watch 44 up top.
He's with this tight end. He starts. He runs. You can't see him. Bad angle. You can see what Baker sees. That's what Baker sees. He sees that guy in the back. He's at the goal line out of bounds. He runs back in. Good play by him.
I think the defensive player should have to reestablish himself, Bill. He should report as eligible, right? I mean, it's unfair. You can't disappear. He's over there on the white sideline. Run the ball. Just run it.
Watch out.
Throw it away. Good decision. That's what Baker should have done. You want him to blitz on screens. Watch this. Watch Hill. Oh, my gosh, perfect. You got 4 linemen out.
4 linemen. And they didn't block nobody.
They don't block anybody, but it was a good run.
They have 4 guys out. Their best player on defense, Antoine Winfield Jr. Someone block him. Receiver, miss him. Lineman, air ball, whatever. Touchdown. All right, Coach, we're watching some highlights of the great Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl winner. And everyone knows how much respect you have for Ray, but very few people know that the Ravens actually have you to thank for him being on their team. Coach, what do you got to tell us about that?
Yeah, well, the Ravens went to Baltimore, and I didn't, so that's how it happened. Yeah, I made a trade in 95 to get an extra draft pick in the 96 draft. And it turned out they took Ogden with the first pick, and it turned out to be Ray Lewis in the second pick in 96. So what a great career he had. He was obviously a tremendous player. I went down to work him out when I was with the Patriots in 96 as an assistant on Coach Parcells' staff, and spent the day with Ray down there in Miami. And it was a really impressive workout. I mean, tremendous person, really, really smart player. Very fast. I was amazed at how fast and explosive he was for his size. You know, he's not like the biggest guy, 6'1", whatever he is, but very explosive. And he could really run at the University of Miami. Spent all day with him, and he's into football. Great guy, and what a career he had. He's certainly a lot of problems. Gave us a lot of problems with the Patriots.
Bill, I mean, look, you and Brady had your fair amount of success in New England, but something tells me you and Ray together would have led to at least 10 Super Bowls.
Oh my gosh. He would have been a fun guy to coach, that's for sure. But
I think you almost wore the same outfit for your draft, right? 2 years later that Ray was wearing?
I did.
Yeah, right?
I did.
I thought so. Yeah. Not that one, for the draft.
Ray is so nice to me now, but when we were playing, never that nice to me. Always hitting me. He always knew our snap count, Bill. He always knew which way we were running it. He'd get this running start. He'd always drive me into the ground. But now we're like, best friends. Ray, where was that friendship when we were playing?
Yeah. You know, you see one instinctive player on a team. It's just rare, and it's so impressive. When you have two of them on the same defense, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, honest to God, between those two guys, it was like they were in the offensive huddle. They were so individually and then collectively, man, you just couldn't get anything by those two guys. They were really good.
Let's bring in Scott Hansen right now. We got a little update in Arizona.
Eli Manningcast red alert for you. We have a touchdown in the Cardinals and Chargers game. Los Angeles actually opened up the scoring with a 59-yard field goal, but back come the Cardinals. Greg Dortch on the receiving end of a Kyler Murray short touchdown pass. It's a 10-play, 79-yard drive, 7-3 Cardinals. Kyler has thrown one or more touchdowns in every game so far this year.
Thank you, Scott. He's so good at that, Peyton. Can you take some lessons from, maybe get coached up a little bit on how to properly announce the football game? I wish you would have told me that before we played Baltimore my first time. Oh, no.
Oh, no, do it, Baker.
What are you doing?
Do it. No, do it.
That hit the ground. That's the one thing, Pey. He will. I mean, he's got a little gunslinger in him. He threw 3 interceptions last week in New Orleans. They don't seem to bother him. He threw 3 early, still came out in the second half, was throwing tight balls and putting in spots. But 3rd and long right there, just
you got the flat.
Yeah.
Just take the flat.
There's 2 guys. 2 guys could have intercepted that day. They're lucky there was 2 guys there. If there was just one, it would have been intercepted. Both these same guys fighting for the ball.
3rd and 13 means you've stuck it up on 1st and 2nd down. 3rd and 13 means you've been bad on 1st and 2nd down. You got to take your medicine. Just lay it off to Otten right there in the flat. All right, Scott Hansen's back. What do you got for us, Scott?
Peyton, I got a Manningcast red alert that Coach Belichick is going to love. Look at this hustle play by the Arizona Cardinals defensive back Sterling Thomas. Justin Herbert, deep shot to Jalen Reagor. He's open. He's going into the end zone, and the ball gets punched out. It's Stephen Thomas the 5th. Punching it out inside of the 5-yard line. They reviewed the play to make sure that Reagor was not out of bounds and that the ball didn't go out of bounds. It went through the end zone, past the pylon. You know what that means. A Cardinals turnover and a touchback. Arizona gets the ball at the 20-yard line. 2 punch-outs for the Arizona Cardinals that have come up big for them so far. Wow.
And with those 2 negative plays, it would have had been long yardage. Probably could have got off the field. Instead, they give up 14 points. Come under control and tackle Lamar Jackson. Same keys we had to start the game. I think the impressive thing has been Tampa running the ball. We'll see how much longer that lasts.
Yeah. Golly, another penalty. Harbaugh is going to absolutely go nuts.
You got 3
Tampa
holding
can't
calls
stop.
in a row.
Yeah, Tampa can't stop Baltimore, but Baltimore can stop Baltimore.
Pass interference, offense number 80. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Is he blocking too quickly, Pate?
It was behind the line of scrimmage, wasn't it? Hey, Bill, I got to ask you, I was in Indianapolis the other day honoring my friend Dallas Clark, the Colts Ring of Honor. What do you remember about game planning for Dallas Clark? Is this not a trick to get you to talk about the 137 yards he had against you in the AFC Championship? Your thoughts on Dallas?
My thoughts were Rodney Harrison didn't play in that game. And if we had had Rodney Harrison, it would have been a little different story. But I love Dallas. Dallas was a great player for the Colts. He was a good blocker. He was a good receiver. He's a good all-around tight end. Really smart guy, tough. And, yeah, we didn't. He wouldn't have had 137 yards of Rodney Harrison, I'll tell you that. Rodney Harrison did give up 137 yards all year. No, but congratulations to Dallas. He had a great career. He deserves it. He deserves it up there.
Yeah, it was a great day. It was a great honor for him.
All right, let's welcome in Ravens legend, Super Bowl 47 MVP and current Colts quarterback Joe Flacco. Joe, you've recently developed a knack for dominating as a fill-in quarterback. So the question is, which one of us are you looking to replace tonight? I think Peyton.
Man, I would be. When you're on the sideline as the backup, you have some nerves. If somebody told me I had to come replace one of you guys, man, I don't know what I'd come down with, but I'd run as far away as I could.
Joe, I was in Indy yesterday to see our Colts beat the Dolphins 16-10. Anthony Richardson was back. You started the previous two games. You guys, after 0-2, have won 4 out of 5. What's working for the Colts right now?
Listen, I think I don't think we've played our best football. We're working on kind of playing a complete game with the offense and the defense. But I think we're at least playing one good side of ball at a time and getting the job done. So,
Joe, do you think Peyton deserves to say our Colts? I mean, can he say? What's up with our Colts? Can you say like the Colts, your Colts?
Yeah, it's probably more correct to say they were his Colts for a very long time. I'm not sure anymore, especially after going to Denver and he's in Denver.
Exactly. He lives in Denver. He left. He left the Colts, and
Okay. Hey, Joe, Eli and I were talking. So Baker's thrown 2 picks in the first half. Look, we've all been there before. What was your mindset after maybe a rough first half? Coming out in that second half, easier said than done to kind of have amnesia and put it all behind you, right?
It's definitely easier said than done. Listen, I don't think Baker's going to have an issue. He's the type that's going to get out there and sling it. I think, man, we were playing Tennessee, and of course you're kind of scoreboard watching as you're sitting on the bench when the defense is out there, and they were up 17-0, and the next thing you know, we came out from halftime a week ago, and they're down 27-24, and he had thrown a few picks that game, and the next thing you know, they're up 44 or 50-something to 27, so I don't think he cares. He's going to go out there and rip it and let it go.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Joe, you obviously played 11 seasons in Baltimore. You won a Super Bowl there, and you were, obviously still an active player with Peyton's Colts, as he says it, and y'all are fighting for a playoff spot. And we won't tell anyone, but are you maybe secretly rooting for the Ravens tonight?
Eli, I don't know how you felt when you guys played, but I literally wish all other 31 teams could lose somehow. So whatever team I'm on, I'm all for. I don't root for a single other quarterback. I don't root for a single other team. So right now I'm on the Colts, and that's about all I can, muster up. So.
Hey, Joe, Baker's bounced around. He's been different teams. You've bounced around with different teams. What's the biggest adjustment when you go to a different team, learning a new language, a new system?
I think eventually you get used to that. It's probably like the first day you walk in the building, like where are you going to sit in the cafeteria? Like which group of guys are you going to kind of sit down next to and see if you can actually strike up a conversation with and feel like you're part of the team.
Yeah.
Joe, you're also now,
you don't want to have those awkward encounters,
Yeah. Do you have any awkward encounters considering that you're older than 5 head coaches in the NFL, including your own head coach? And can you please tell Peyton that it's okay to get bossed around by someone younger than you? In that, please?
You know, I try to let it happen naturally. I still view myself as the player and them as the coach, no matter what the age difference may be. I think it can be hard sometimes for the younger coach to really feel like he can coach you. I hope that's not the case, and it's definitely not the case with Shane. And we've actually graduated high school the same year. I think I got him by like 6 months or so. So it actually makes for a pretty cool relationship.
All right, Joe, we're going back to the 2012 playoffs. Your Ravens beat Peyton and the Broncos thanks to the mile-high miracle, a 70-yard game-time touchdown pass to the late, great Jacoby Jones. And I've always assumed that beating Peyton in the playoffs would be even better than winning the Super Bowl. Is that true? And what can you remember about this play?
Man, that was the first time I've ever beaten him, was that game right there. We just got pummeled a couple weeks before that in Baltimore. And I will say that was the most electric locker room and just overall post-game feeling that I've ever had in my life. Like, I would think I was talking to my mom on the bus like 2 hours later, and I was still like screaming from the top of my lungs. So, listen, I'm sorry that I have to say that in this setting, but it was insane.
No, I love it. I love it. I never got to beat him in a game of football, so I'm kind of living it through you a little bit right now. Thank you.
Hey, Joe, we're watching this Ravens defense.
The next year he came back and threw 7 touchdowns on us. So it was like, take that, you know.
Hey, Joe, we're watching this Ravens defense. I mean, I think about you in practice. Wow. Speaking of, that's a clip.
They call it? No clip. No clip.
I mean, Joe, all those years in practice, you had Ed Reed, you had Ray Lewis, you had Suggs, 5 seasons in Baltimore. I mean, were there some weeks that games actually felt easier than practice?
There's no doubt about it. Early in my career, there were games that were easier than practice. I showed up for Harbaugh was the first coach, so we got an extra mini camp. So as soon as I got drafted, I showed up for a mandatory mini camp. I had no clue what I was looking at out there. If I knew I had a 9 route, we were in a number system. If I knew I had a 9 route, I took 5 steps and threw it. And if it went out of bounds, I was like, okay, I survived the play. I didn't throw a pick. I mean, it was just like, guys out there were just so insane. I mean, Terrell Suggs is lining up right here. Haloti Ngata. There's fights going on. Ed Reed's in the back end. You're looking at Ray Lewis. It was absolutely insane.
Oh, that was a good defense. That was a very good defense. Went against them.
Oh, they were crazy. I remember in 2008, like it looked like they were having parties on the field. Like that's how good they were, and just like how much fun they looked like they were having.
Joe, back in 2013, your dad, Steve, said this to describe your personality. And he said, quote, Joe is dull. Joe, I would like to go on the record, he's as dull as he's portrayed in the media. He's that dull. He is dull. Joe, I'd just like to go on the record saying that you are delightful. And but how did it feel, your father calling you dull 4 times?
I have no idea. I mean, that's him. Listen, I am glad that that's all he said. If you knew him and the amount that he could say and what may come out of his mouth, then you'd be happy if that's what he said, for sure. He will talk to you for 3 hours and say the craziest stuff you've ever heard in your life. So dull, I'm totally fine with.
Dull magazine. I love it.
We got to get you a copy of that magazine, Joe. You'll love that. Joe, you had speaking of Lamar running, you had a 21-yard gain a couple weeks ago against Jacksonville, your longest run since 2017. You reached top speed of 18.8 miles per hour. It would have been the longest run of Eli's career. Would you like to be referred to as a dual threat now as a quarterback from now on?
Oh, listen, if it can get me a couple extra passing yards somewhere in there because the defense has to think they're prepping for something like that, then I'm all for it. But listen, that's that's the last thing I need. I could barely call the play in the huddle after that, so I don't think we need too much of it.
Where is Scott Hansen?
Where's Hansen?
Is he coming? I mean, I'm getting nothing from Hansen.
I guess they're not getting in the red zone. We can't. If they're not in the red zone, we can't get Scott. What's the rule? What are the rules here? I thought he was like, we hit a button and we just get Hansen. God, there you are. What's happening over there? We hadn't heard from you in a while.
Fellas,
any action?
Guys, look at the league has gone down in touchdowns since the Manning brothers left the NFL. We only got one touchdown in this Cardinals and Chargers game in the first half. 7-6. They just kicked off into the third quarter right now. The 6 points for the Chargers, 2 Cameron Dicker long field goals, a 50-yarder and a 59-yarder. Dicker, the kicker, has been able to keep it close, but Kyler Murray's thrown 1 touchdown to Greg Dortch. We showed you that. Otherwise, not a lot of action besides those wild fumbles.
Well, Scott, we're getting a lot of touchdowns in this game, but it's just all coming from one team, so it's getting a little bit out of hand here. So we need some action on your side.
Hey, do either of you guys play fantasy football?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
what we got here?
So you know,
Scott, we got a little social media tweet. Having Scott Hansen do an NFL Red Zone crossover on the Manicast with Bill Belichick, Peyton Eli is proof America is the greatest country in the history of mankind.
There it is.
Speaking of a free safety hit, let's welcome in Ravens legend, one of the greatest defensive players in NFL history, Ed Reed. Ed, both Eli and I always had so much respect for you when you played. We tried to stay away from you on the field. I guess my question is, Ed, why didn't you treat us with the same level of respect and stay away from us and stay away from our passes when we were playing?
Man, because, we were competing, brother. And y'all two are from Louisiana just like me. And we're some very competitive people when it comes to sports. We're from the sportsman state. And, man, that's what it was about. It was about, bringing that out of each other. You were trying to score touchdowns, bro. You and Eli. How y'all doing tonight, man? I have my bro Joe on.
What's up?
Joe was good.
Ed?
Joe was good.
I'm enjoying the cigar weekend game, I mean, Tennessee beat Alabama.
That's right. I like it.
That cigar, I love that cigar game. My brother Brian Franklin, D. Lyman went there. What I mean?
That's right. He's a ball.
Hey, Ed, this Ravens team is kind of looking like they're Super Bowl contenders. Like your Ravens teams when you were there. What are you seeing out of the squad tonight?
I mean, they playing good ball. They started off slow, but turned things around, starting to get some turnovers going. That's expected a little bit on the road sometimes, especially in the season, but you got to win road games, and you got to win them, any way you can.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good. Run after
They're just trying to get out of here now. They're hoping you throw the ball and catch it and get on the ground, not out of bounds.
All right, we're in the red zone here, Ed. We got a good fat head of you right here. You got the gray beard going. What do you think's gonna happen? You think Baltimore they're gonna get a stop here? You calling interception? You calling field goal? What do you think? What's gonna happen in the game?
Second and 1, they could get a first down still.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get the first down.
Okay.
Let's see if they get the first down.
Oh, screen.
Yeah. Shit, I mean, that's touchdown.
All right, that was a first down. I think you're going to give it to them? I'm getting the perfect prediction.
I said they were going to get the first down.
That was a first down.
And
first
they
down,
scored.
They got it. Right there. He's looking good.
Eli, my guy.
You deserve it.
My guy.
You're my guy. You were not my guy when we were playing against you. Sometimes I felt like I was throwing to you, like you were one of my receivers. I was like, I hit you right in stride a few times.
Jeez, great,
ran the ball
great timing with Ed.
All over us too,
yeah, my timing with Ed was spot on.
That's crazy. Wow, you think they get this 2 point?
I don't know. Pate, what do you think? Make your prediction.
I say
Your
no.
fathead.
No.
Oh, I might have to pull you off the perfect
You got to take
prediction
it
panel.
back. You got to take it back. You got to put it in the middle.
Manning, pump fake, going deep for Wayne, intercepted inside the 10-yard line by Ed Reed. Back to the 30.
Get this
To
on.
the 40.
This on.
Across the
This
45-yard
on.
line.
Somebody block. Somebody block, man.
All right, Ed, it's hard for me to watch this play, but I want to hear from you how you knew I was coming back to the left side. I pumped to the left because I knew if I pumped left, you'd go back to the other side. You faked that way and came back to the side I was throwing to and intercepted it. Tell me why you did this to me.
I was never faking. I was turning the whole time, Pete. I knew when you pumped that way, you were going that way. You never looked at me.
Why didn't you look at him?
You never
Pate?
even looked at me,
You
Peyton.
got to look at
You
the safety.
never go back to go rewind it. Rewind it, Pete. You never even looked at me.
I don't want to watch it again.
That's how you was certain.
I was pumping left because I knew if I pump left, most safeties kind of think you're pumping them off and they go the other way.
And
you
I
faked
knew you
like you
knew
were going
that.
the other way,
And
you
I knew
came
that.
back
You knew
on me.
that.
That's
I
not a
knew
normal
you knew
play,
if
Ed.
I opened up.
That's not normal.
I knew if I opened up and got to that hash, you would think I was going the opposite way. You held it slightly longer than usual, I think.
It's not a
Because you
normal
were
play,
sizing
just so you
it
know.
up. You sized it
Most
up
safeties-
a little bit, and I was over there before Reggie. It was like a punt, Pete. I was there, you know. Peter from New Orleans, you heard me?
Let's watch it. Here we got the clip right here. Let's watch this one. You tried to take him up high here. You went for the clothesline.
Hey, now show the clip of Brandon Jacobs limping to the sideline.
Okay, you took him out. You took him out. You went up high.
I ain't take him out. It's just a hard tackle. Hard tackle. I can't hit you high right here no more, bro. That I tried.
I should have handed
Now
off
I got to
to
go
Brandon
low. I don't know
more
exactly
often.
where I'm going to hit you. I just so hit him low. And he limped to the sideline. So you ran down, but you limped back.
Ed, you had to go against some pretty fast quarterbacks back in your day. Mike Vick, Cam
Shit,
Newton.
none other than Peyton, though. Peyton was the fastest.
I don't think so. I disagree with that. But
Nowhere, bro.
I feel like Lamar sometimes is at even a different level than those guys.
Eli, I think we have a clip.
Y'all were loaded,
Do we have a clip
bro.
of me tackling Ed?
Yeah,
Indianapolis. Where's that clip?
yeah. We do have a clip.
Sportsman State, bro. You were an athlete, bro.
Look at this. All right, I mean, you throw an interception to him first. All right, there's the
Oh, no.
interception. Look, Ed, how'd you let him? You got by him. You cut back. You let Peyton tackle you? How'd you let Peyton tackle you, Ed?
That was a personal
athlete.
foul that they didn't call on Peyton, dude.
That was
Are
a
you
late
kidding
hit.
me? I was late. I was
hit-
out of bounds, bro.
You got a late hit.
Review that.
That's even worse. That's even worse if you get a late hit on Peyton than having him tackle
The
you.
problem was nobody ever blocked for me on the interceptions, bro.
Oh, they got it. They
Every
recovered the
interception
onside
you
kick.
watching me, wow, that's a nice hit at the end there. Every interception you watching me, nobody's blocking.
Why not?
Because they always watching me run the football.
Manning cast red alert. We have a lead change in the Cardinals-Chargers game. Kyler Murray drops back to pass, doesn't like what he sees, decides to take off, zips up the left sideline for a 44-yard rushing touchdown. And let's go back to two brothers who can tell me, guys, what does it feel like to hit 21 miles per hour on the microchip going for a scramble for 44 yards for a quarterback touchdown? I'd love to know.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I did it a few times. And it feels good just to outrun everybody. Know that you're going to score once you reach the 30-yard line, that no one can catch you. That's a good feeling.
How about this one, guys? Kyler Murray, he has a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown in this game. It's his 20th game of his career. He's only been around for, this is his 6th season now, 20th game with a rushing and passing touchdown in the game. One of the best dual threats we've seen.
That's impressive. We need you on there full time just for all these stats. Peyton gives me no stats. I get nothing from him, Scott. This is a whole new experience having you on here to like give some real information.
Hey, Scott, you're on the air for 7 hours every Sunday. You never take a bathroom break. That's amazing to me. Your fantasy football team is actually called the Iron Bladders. What's your secret?
Dedication. Well, first of all, preparation. Like great quarterbacks, you have to prepare. Saturday night, I start watching what I eat and what I drink because, without being descriptive, input equals output. And then Sunday morning, I dehydrate myself. I cut off all liquids about 3 hours before kickoff. I use the facilities right before we go. If Eli, you're a big RedZone fan, correct? You watch RedZone?
Of course. Yeah.
So the 5-minute countdown clock, right before we kick off, we do put the countdown clock on. When you're watching the countdown clock, I'm in the restroom using the facilities. And then when we get the first kickoff, it's the willpower of a ninja for 7 straight hours. And just, I want to watch the touchdowns.
I just watched Peyton eat a chicken parm sandwich during halftime. Do you get to eat at all or no?
I could eat, except because sort of like Manningcast right now, I could go on TV at any given second. So I don't want to be mid-munch on a chicken parm, and then they say, Dak Prescott just hit CeeDee Lamb for a 50-yard touchdown, let's do it. And I'm not ready for it. So I don't eat anything. No food, no drink.
Yeah, I get to watch Peyton eat at halftime. That's my highlight. That's what I get to do. He gets chows right on TV. There's someone putting makeup on his face while he's eating a sandwich. You've never seen anything like it. But yeah, it's a good visual. That's my highlight. My halftime show.
So a little blush over here and a little marinara over here is what you're telling me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Work out somewhere? No, don't do it, Baker. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. That'll do it for this one.
It's your fault. You told him.
Why is that my fault?
You wanted me to kick it.
What'd I do?